A history lesson about Nigeria's Benin Kingdom is being taught under a subject called humanities at this school. The teacher here says it's important for students to learn Nigeria's history.
You find out that nowadays children are so carried away with the Western world and they forget their cultural heritage. So that cultural heritage is very important. They need to know where they are coming from. They need to know the beliefs, where they're coming from. They need to know about their country, about their state, about their language. It's very important.
And the students are excited to learn.
I love learning about Nigerian history because it teaches us about our culture and it teaches us more about ourselves.
I am very excited to learn about Nigeria's history. Nigeria is rich in culture and diversity, so I'm just really excited to know more about my heritage and my roots.
While these students get to learn bits of Nigeria's history, it's not as extensive as when it was taught as a standalone subject. History as a subject was taken from school curriculums in 2008. The government at the time blamed a shortage of qualified teachers, poor interest of students in the subject, citing few job opportunities, and the sensitivity of some historical events like Nigeria's civil war between 1967 and 1970. Authorities say the exclusion of history from schools' curriculum for years has left many young people disconnected from Nigeria's past. The government is now requiring schools to revise their curriculum to include history as a mandatory subject. They hope that reintroducing history in schools will inspire national consciousness, a stronger sense of identity and patriotism. The government has not said if those concerns from 2008 are gone, but it believes the need for history to be taught in schools outweighs the reasons for its suspension. Educators believe this move will have a profound impact on future generations of Nigerians.
So that thing of being able, and this is what history does, is to connect between the past and the future. So I can stand and look behind and say, you know what, I understand what that was, what happened then. I understand what happened pre-colonial era in Nigeria, colonial era, post-colonial era. What are those things? It just gives you that connect and that line, and it just helps children to be able to make informed decisions.
They, however, urged the government to put measures in place to ensure smooth implementation. The government says that nearly 4,000 teachers were trained in 2022 to prepare for the reintroduction of history as a subject in schools. Meanwhile, Nigeria's Education Resource Center is tasked with reviewing and updating the curriculum before it can be implemented in schools. However, there is no clear timeline for when this process will be completed. Ajek Mangut, CGTN, Abuja.